Yo, what's going on? It's me, the boxing fan. That's right, I'm just a plain old simple guy that's a boxing fan. And I care about boxing. I care about the energy and just the raw, rough potential of it and how it should be. Yeah, and a lot of y'all know me from, I talk a lot about, well, not a lot. I've got one or two videos, so I'm not a boxing expert. I'm just a fan. But when certain occasions crop up, I do voice my opinion. Tyson Fury, a lot of you may have heard my voice hating on him, praying that Usyk beats him up, showing y'all that I think Usyk will beat him up. I was trying to tell the boxing world this from ages ago about about Tyson. I was trying to tell you, this guy, he would never beat Usyk. I know potentially looking at it on paper, yeah, but no. But then again, even looking at it on paper looks suspicious. But I'm telling you, you wouldn't. Hence why Tyson Fury's running. I told you, strip him of the belt, get the belt off him, update the rules. I told y'all this. I told you. Sometimes it's the boxing fans you need to listen to, you know, because they know what's really going on. Anyway, let's proceed and chop it up. Oh, shout out to Sky News, by the way. This is their interview, you know, but we're gonna be playing it and chopping it up right now.
Some news the boxing fans really didn't want to hear. Tyson Fury has no interest in an undisputed world heavyweight title clash with Alexander Usyk either this year or next. Fury is preparing to face the former UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou, who has no professional record in boxing. And Fury now appears more interested in facing fighters from MMA.
When I come back into boxing, I said I wanted to make as much money as possible. That's what I said to my lawyer.
Instantly from hearing what he had to say then, what went through your mind? What went through your mind? Listen, he's a big dosser. He's got a cheat to call people big dossers, right? But he's got the body that says big dosser. And also, I call him Big Bird from Sesame Street. That's what he is a bird. You understand? He's scared, running off his gums, scared. Like, listen, boxing organization, whoever, do your job. Stop embarrassing the UK boxing whatever board, and remove his belt. He's said it now. Get me? And I know he likes to talk a lot of crap, and he makes up all these other stories like he's gonna retire and stuff. So what? We don't want to hear no more stories. We don't want him. We don't want him. You know what I'm saying? The boxing, heavyweight boxing should have progressed by now. We should have had a world champion right now. You understand? And waiting on this big bird. And listen, before we carry on, one more thing. Why it's important to take the belt off him. Because what he's going to do is going to just run around, messing around, yeah. Making his own little fights against his own, these guys he's going to easily beat just to put some cash in his pocket. And at the same time, you know, like bonuses, royalties, or promotions and stuff. While he's got the belt, or whatever, the title to say he's king of heavyweight boxing, he's going to get opportunities, deals with Netflix and all this stuff. But remember, listen, he's a fake. He's a fake. So take the belt away from him, because we can't give him opportunities. No. You understand? And Mr. Frank Warren, I want to pick a bone at you. I'm a big fan of Netflix, you know. I have been for many years. Why? Because my son and me, I like movies, I like mangas, I like movies and shit like that. You made a comment saying that Fury's interview was the most watched thingy bob on Netflix. What are you lying for? Why would you make a lie like that for? I didn't watch it. I seen it there. I was like, hell no, am I watching that? That's not getting a click and a like from me. I don't want to hear his little stupid ass story. This is where he's trying to feed people into liking him so they can go and watch the stupid fight. The fight that makes no sense. But he wants to run away from it, Usyk. And he says Usyk's weaker than him. Anyway, let's carry on. Let's go.
I didn't come back this time for belts or titles or anything. I come back to secure my family and their kids and their grandkids. And
Warning, from this point on, I may get a bit more amped up and a bit more, you know, my approach to him may a bit more, let's just say, curse words, and curse words. I might be a bit passionate, but that's just a warning. It might not happen. I might be able to contain myself. Let's see what happens.
done it. So done it.
This is the reason why this fight in particular.
No, this is the reason. The reason why I'm even boxing anymore when they come back. One, to regain the belts, which I've done, and two, more than that, is to get the biggest bags possible.
So you're fighting strictly for.
Has he got all the belts at one time? Has he beat everybody? Oh, Lester Chechi hasn't beat everybody. Lester Chechi hasn't beat everybody. When did he get all the belts at one time? When? I mean, I thought that was the process right now. I've never heard him say, I've had all the belts already, I've been here, and now I'm going to do it again. I've never heard him say anything like that. So he's just out there lying on interviews as well. And you know what's funny about the interviews that these guys have? The interviewer never pulls them up about it. Sure, you got these YouTubers with their shows and stuff, and they you know, they might push one or two questions. You know what I'm saying? But majority, nah, it's like you don't want to ask questions. That's why you don't get results. You get what you ask for, right? Let's carry on.
Yep.
There's going to be contenders out there who are fighting for love, desire,
exactly.
all that.
And I have no interest in fighting those guys.
Because
I'm bigger than all of them. I'm a superstar, they're nobodies. And yeah.
What kind of lame excuse is that? What kind of a lame, stupid ass excuse is that? Did Muhammad Ali and all them not say the same things? Or did they just go through the list of people? And he wants to claim he's the best. I'm better than all of them. I don't want to. But yet he wants to say he's the best. You're a clown. You're nothing but a clown, man. You're just a clown. And you know it. High on coke. You know you sniffed up right now in this interview. You understand? You know you have to sniff some coke before you have an interview. This guy's a joke, you know. What an embarrassment, huh? UK. What an embarrassment, right? Hey, Tyson Fury's fans, if you still call yourself his fan after this day, wow. It just shows his fans are just full of mental illness. That's all.
I'm happy and they're not. I have everything that they want. And there's nothing they can do about it.
I have everything that they want. So what's that? Money. Yeah. You got riches. Belt, I guess. A minute ago, you were saying you do know this shit, though, to make sure your family's set. Tyson Fury, you've been rich for quite some time now, so your family's been set. I want to ask the normal common folk a question. What would you do with $1 million? Just $1 million alone? Could you set your family up? Huh? You do what you could with that $1 million, right? I mean, you'd be much better off. Right now, thinking about that $1 million, you think, yo, I'll be set for life. You understand? Do you hear the garbage he's saying? He's got how much million already, but he wants to talk about set for life? Does that even make sense? Does it really? Does it make sense? He's a fear tactics. He's scared of Usyk. Anyway, let's carry on.
Apart from get in line, get yourself mandatory by 10 organisations, fight eliminator after eliminator for no money, like I did. And take 10 years getting there. And then when you get there, and then you've been the lineal champion for the longest ever, then come back to me and preach.
when we look to the future, what's next for Tyson Fury?
Well, I might have a rematch with him in a cage, because I think I can beat him in a cage at MMA.
You know what? Yeah, your little wonder story isn't that powerful, you know. You get me? If you put a man in a ring with a crackhead and you dangle some crack over his head, you know what I'm saying? He's going to more than likely KO the man. and the man's been training all his life. I'm just saying. Get me? Cocaine can help a lot. Let's carry on.
Really? Yep. And I think I'd like to fight John Jones as well.
Back to back?
Yep.
Would you do that in 2024?
Mm-hmm.
I remember speaking to your
10 organisations fight eliminator after eliminator for no money, like I did, and take 10 years getting there. And then when you get there, and you've been the lineal champion for the longest ever, then come back to me and preach.
When we look to the future, what's next for Tyson Fury?
Well, I might have a rematch with him in a cage, because I think I can beat him in a cage at MMA.
Really?
Yep.
You know he's talking shit. You know Tyson Fury's talking shit. You know, even listen to the way he goes, yep. He goes, yep. Listen.
The future.
Yeah.
What's next for Tyson Fury?
Well, I might have a rematch with him in a cage, because I think I can beat him in a cage at MMA.
Really?
Yep.
Yep. Listen, Tyson Fury can't fight no motherfucking UFC nothing. What's he gassing for? What's he talking crap for? Huh? When have you ever known him to do any kind of UFC? Listen, in the Gypsy King, they do knuckle, box, a bare knuckle, right? They don't do no bare knuckle and knees. You never hear them about their... You know what I'm trying to say? Basically, he's a boxer. Now he's claiming that he can do some UFC shit. Think about it, how it don't make no sense. Can Tyson Fury get you on the floor and tie you up and put you in a submission? No, you can't. What's he gonna do? Learn it in 6 months? You see how lame this conversation is? You see how lame what's going on? He's just tricking everybody. Yo, boxing board, remove his belt. Let him go about his business, man. Remove it, man. You understand? Maybe you should all get together and boycott the boxing board at some point, people. If they're making boxing look stupid by not changing certain things, you know what I'm saying? Get onto them. The fuck you waiting for? Get onto them. You understand? Get me? Otherwise, you might as well just let everyone take drugs in boxing. This is ridiculous now. It's ridiculous. You might as well just, if you're not going to clean up shit, if you're not going to, make sure shit gets changed and shit, then the boxers might as well all just take drugs and just do their thing, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it's got to that point.
I think I'd like to fight John Jones as well.
Back to back?
Yep.
Would you do that in 2024?
Mm-hmm.
I remember speaking to your old mate Darren Till about this, and he said he genuinely thought 6 months hardcore training MMA, you could compete with the very, very best.
I know I can. I don't think it. I know it. I know I can beat Francis Ngannou in an MMA fight. 100%. What's he going to beat me with? He's not a good wrestler. He's not a good jiu-jitsu man.
Oh, wait there. So he's not a good wrestler. He's not a good jiu-jitsu man. He's obviously not a good boxer. So all this shit you're talking about, yeah, he's this and he's that, and he's a great this and he's the best that. Really, you're just lying, you're capping, because you just said he's no good at the field that he does.
He's known for his striking, knocking people out. And I'm known for my striking. Unfortunately for him, I'm better at it.
What needs to happen then to make those fights happen? Get out of this fight.
I need to get a big bag offered.
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Have you got close to actually doing this in reality before, or and always been told?
You know, this clown's going on like he got paid more than what the Saudis than what the thingy bob fight would have got him. I really don't believe that this fight is generated more money than the Usyk fight. I heard that the Usyk fight would have been tripled. That's what I heard. It would have been tripled the money, and he turned it down. This guy's just a clown. You know, we see at 1 minute he's saying he's doing it for the money. He wants to make as much money and then leave for his family. But he won't take the Usyk money, which is the most money. Make it make sense. This is fear. You're understanding that he really is scared. Forget a legacy and running after a legacy. Forget all that. He's scared. He knows he will lose to Usyk. Get me? He knows Usyk's style is crazy. He knows Usyk, if anything, if it goes the distance, Usyk's going to win by points. He knows this. He knows this.
No,
Dana White
no.
and UFC.
I've been in talks with the UFC before to do a fight with John Jones. This was before this Ngannou thing happened. But yeah, it's gonna take an awful big bag, and yeah, you come into the cash cow. So prepare to have a big checkbook if you want that fight to happen.
In 2024, that's your priority.
Prepared to have a big checkbook if you want that fight to happen. Well, no, you just have. Not only did you mess up Usyk's money before, you would have had a big check. Think about it, everybody. He would have had a big check. You see how he's scared? Are you actually believing now that he's scared? Am I showing you the proof? He could have had a big ass check fighting Usyk. Think about it. And now he's begging other people to pay him big checks now for smaller fights. Like anybody wants to see a boxer go up against Eminem, UFC. Who cares? We was just about to see who's real king of the shit. You understand? And this guy just went and messed it all up because he's scared, not for any other reason. And Frank Warren knows this shit too. He's another one we need to drag up and down.
Not unifying the heavyweight division.
As of now, as we sit here now, I'm concentrating on Francis Ngannou. I'm concentrating on the biggest fight the world has ever seen. Crossover, two biggest fighters in their profound sports, and I'm expecting an absolutely fantastic thing. But as
well done on the interview thing, you know, the live, you know, the weigh-in and stuff. Well done. I mean, what a show you put on. Take off your clothes. Take off your clothes. Show me your tits. Show me your tits. I'm like, you bitch, are you for real? Huh? Trying to amp you up, huh? Trying to make this look good, huh? Clown. You're stupid.
we sit here today, I'm only interested in one thing: getting Ngannou fought and beat, collecting my money and going all the way to the bank, clickety clank.
What's your opinion of Francis Ngannou? You spent a small amount of time.
Yeah, get me. From a UFC fighter, you know, you might as well just be fighting somebody off the street. Right. He's such a clown. He's a clown. And then he'll throw it at the dude like, I gave you the biggest pay rise, blah, blah, blah. He thinks he's something special, man. Yeah, oh, God. That makes me sick.
And with him, I'm sure you're aware of his story. What's your opinion?
I think he's a big, ugly, useless boxer. That's what I think of him. He's a big bodybuilding bum. When I get him in there, I'm going to knock him out. He can't beat me. He's in too good a shape to beat me. He's too many muscles, and he's too ripped, and he's in fantastic shape. That sort of a man can never beat a fat man, ever. Because when it goes into the drag, and it will go into the drag, he will not outlast me, because he's muscular and ripped and in awesome shape, and I'm fat. And 10 times out of 10, the man with the best body gasses. Because I don't have any muscle at all, I'm just fat.
You know what? You are making the point, yeah? So you are making a good point. But all he has to do is hit you in your gas tank, right? All he has to do is hit you in a point that will make you bring... You see your jelly body that you're talking about? There's always a soft spot. Finding that soft spot. Tell me, do you like punches to the gut? I mean, I heard that you put your shorts up way high. Maybe that's your weak spot too. I mean, think about it. You adrenaline fighters that can throw out a lot of punches and bob and weave. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that is the art to dealing with you-style fighters. What bounce around a lot. You take out the gas tank, which is the stomach area. You know?
Fat doesn't take oxygenating, where muscles do. And that's a fact. And if there's any...
What if I was to attack the stomach area? Boom, knock you out with a punch to the jaw. While you're on the floor days, your stomach's, you know, damaged up. Who says you can rise like the phoenix like you did before? Huh? Who says that will happen? Might be a different outcome. Might be a different outcome. You know, attack the tank and then boom, go for the jaw. Make sure you hit the floor. That might do the job.
Doctors or professors or scientists out there that can prove me wrong, please do it. 34-0, 15 years later. Never been in good shape, always been fat, and never lost a fight. And knocked out many, many, many six-packs.
Do you look at him, his style, and think that's a style that could easily be adapted to boxing, or?
I see him as the same kind of thing as like my last mandatory Dillian White or Derek Chisora, my last fight, or any of those guys, really. I see him at that level.
Could he beat some of those guys? Do you think he could beat some of your previous
it's possible.
opponents?
I think it's possible that anyone in heavyweight boxing can beat anybody else, as we've seen time and time again. Styles make fights, and you know, on any given night, all those guys can beat each other, but the one person they can never beat is me.
How surreal is it going to be on fight night when you look over to the corner and you see the man who you were named after trading your opponent?
I think it's sad, actually, that
Because
the man I'm named after, a legend, has to go against me for one, and then come out as a loser for two.
You know what the joke is, right? All this is acting right now. Tyson Fury is just acting, you know. He would go backstage. Let's say Tyson was behind the stage, Mike Tyson. He'd be like, this is what he would say to Mike Tyson. I was saying all that for acting, you know, trying to spice it up a little bit, blah, blah, blah. I love you, man. You're Mike Tyson. My father named you after me, God damn it. Otherwise, if it was anything real, then why a fight happened between Tyson and Mike Tyson and Fury's father? So staged, it's all, and when Fury's father jumped up, started kicking the tables and shit, I was not impressed. I really wasn't, man. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I was. I wasn't. Looked so staged, considering there wasn't a stage. 15 minutes of fame, huh?
Having lost when he fought the man he was named after, I think it's sad. I think he should be in my corner, not the losing corner. But you know, business is business, and I understand it's strictly business. And no matter what he teaches, this fella, no matter how much boxing training he does or whatever, everyone's got a plan until they get punched in the face. And I'm not sure who said that, but I know that's true. They've all got plans until they get smacked in the mouth.
You've got a good relationship.
Well, I've said something like that. That's the same thing you're looking for Usyk. You wanted him to lose to Danny Dubois, innit? Dubois, whatever his name is. You know what I'm saying? You know that's what you wanted. So not only could you rip shit into him, you know what I'm trying to say, but now, you know, he's lost his king ego. You know, he's lost his Super Saiyan spirit because he's took the L. And that's what you're worried about, you little bender. Isn't that right? You're worried about that. He's still got his strength, his lion heart. That's why you used to run in. And you're still having nightmares from when Wilder knocked you out. That's a fact. You still having nightmares from that. You don't want to have one of those punches again, do you? Not that Usyk could give you that, but you know you still have nightmares about that motherfucker. I remember what you and your father had to say about that after the fight. They were worried. You was worried, right? Was your whole family worried? Don't fight him again. Don't fight him again. You won't be able to take a punch like that. He would have died. He's retiring. Panic mode, right? We know who you are, you know, Fury. You understand? Anyway, hand over the belts, man. And carry on and do the call, you know, lifting men up and putting your hands between their legs and shit. Twirling them in the air and shit. Yeah, carry on. Go do ballerina. Go do your ballerina. Go do that. Hand the belt over. One more fucking belt. This man's high, clutching with his life, you know. Acting like he's doing something special. You're funny, you know. But listen, he's gonna hold that so he gets promotion from other businesses and stuff. You know, movies or you know what I'm trying to say. While he's labeled as that, he's gonna get all this extra shit, you know. So he might try and keep it for that reason. That's why they need to take his belt off him, strip him, right now. All right, yo, this is the boxing fan, just to give you my observation and feedback on this prep. Remove him out of boxing. I've done said that. I'm glad he said this. And now we're keeping to his word, because he might try and jump out of these words, you know. He might try and act like, you know, I'm retiring. Oh, I'm not retiring no more. You know, I'm not going to the UFC no more. No, man. Say he's got to go now. Sign the contract. Sign the contract right now that you're going. Promise. Pinky promise. You understand? We want it. We want all sorts of promises. You understand? Anyway, I'm Audi. This is Boxing Fan. And yeah, let's hope boxing has a bright future. We've got to get rid of these fools though first, right? Anyway, blessings to Sky Sports and Big Bird that you see on the TV. I'm Audi. Peace.